Hello, my valued followers and friends. It's been over 2 years, I would say, with all the students since I came and I made a visit here. For those who remember me or who are my devoted followers on my second TikTok account, will understand which place I've come to and why I've come here. Yeah, and this is uh, an important revisit being done because it carries a lot of value and weight, and also some important matters and developments that have taken place with reference to uh, the action that's unfolding on X, which is Twitter, as far as showing the history and radiating the light and knowledge from history all the way to Balochistan or the Baluchi community in Pakistan, Iran, and Afghanistan. So this is where I've come, the Gallery. See, now everywhere you'll notice, in fact, even in the other photos I've taken, the Omani Arabs conquered this fort. However, this is in a mess this time round. Oh, for those who captured, who saw the TikToks last time, will understand the difference. This is in shambles, in a mess. Oh my God. This is run down, and this place, it's under renovation, or I don't know what to say. That one resembles Captain Ruqiya. In fact, TikTok second account, for those who are following me, know that I came here to do this capturing of the video just as a token of gratitude and radiating the light and love to Captain Ruqiya in Dubai, UAE, more about the history and culture that I gained a lot of insights from here, as well as managed to connect to the history and the seed of goodness that the Baluchi community sowed towards the Khoja Shia Nashris on the magical spice island of Zanzibar. So just doing this revisit and to make more knowledge spread out, like these pots I mentioned about pottery, and that in fact there's a hadith of Rasulullah which says remove cobwebs to eradicate poverty. So let me do this because I've watched several videos featuring the people of Balochistan and the kind of poverty they're enduring out there in Gwadar area. And so this is one of the hadiths you can follow. Wherever you find cobwebs, you clear it. It's hadith of Rasulullah. Yeah, there are more. It clears poverty. Anyway, sorry, I need to focus on my video. It's getting long. See, look, all this brings about poverty. Let's remove all this. Anyway, it needs a much more large scale cleanup here, but I wish I could have done this again, or rather my TikTok would not have been banned and permanently taken down. It would have saved me the effort of redoing, but it's okay. It's alright. This will help my new followers from Balochistan, Baluchi community, to appreciate and see. And how, once again, as I was just talking to the curator as well here, I said the Omani Arabs are claiming victory over it, right? Over conquering this fort. But then the question one asks is, what are these Baluchi things doing here? The whole rich history and culture, and why is there a Baluchi gallery here? Which means the role of the soldier, the Baluchi soldier, there he is, right, is the one that led to the conquest of this fort, right, Fort Jesus. And had it not been for that, in fact, this video I wanted to make as part of the series on Mashujaa Day, Heroes Day in Kenya, which was observed on 20th October. I wanted to honor the Baluchi community actually at that time. I don't know why I got tied up somewhere and I couldn't visit this place. But this is basically the heroes. Come to think of it, if for example the Baluchi soldiers who are hired by the Omani Arabs did not conquer over the Portuguese, then today Kenya would have been a Portuguese colony, not a British colony. So there you see all this is history, rich history of the Baluchi community, the culture, the works that they've been doing. That's where all this information I gathered over 2 years ago, in fact, and I remember it freshly. And for those who followed me, in fact, you can contact Captain Ruqiya, the daughter of Ahmad al-Falasi. She can shed more light about our virtual relationship building for over 3 years, and she will explain to you more about why I'm doing all this. And also you can gather a lot more information and feedback as to what we can do forward, like in matters of sustainability, which I talked about today in my tweet, where I shared the mangroves work that is being done in Gwadar province, right? So all that can be in future. Like they say, heritage is about past, what the ancestors did for us, right? Now legacy is what we want to do for our children, which is why I in fact appointed the sons or the princes of Captain Ruqiya, Zaid and Muhammad, from the very first time I came to know or came to see them or learn about them, through virtually connecting with Captain Ruqiya one fine night in Ghana, virtually in Ghana, over Instagram, when she had a live feed. So from that time, the moment I discovered little Zaid and Muhammad, I decided to appoint them as brand ambassadors for the Ocean Positive movement, so which can help build the legacy. And then the journey continued all the way till here. As you can see, these are your type, these are your Baluchi stuff, right? Your clothing, fashion wear, and the art of the stitching. All this has been done for you. I can't step more here, this is glass, it will break, but it's in bad shape, to be honest. Anyway, but this is also an opportunity to call for or call upon to Captain Ruqiya and the rest of the Baluchis. For those who are able to travel out here, it would be nice to pay a visit to your own gallery, reconnect with your community here in Mombasa. All the families are here documented, which are the families you must be having relations or relatives or sharing a common surname with your descendants who are now here. So this is an opportunity, in fact, because the place needs a facelift or an uplift or a cleanup, which you all can come and do as part of reconnecting and strengthening the bonds of Silatul Raham, as they call in Islam, because that is also a key pillar and produces a lot of blessings and sawab, and expansion of rizq can come through. So I'm just doing this, giving my talks as well as I walk through, just to inspire, motivate anyone out there in Baluchistan, Baluchi regions, Gwadar and Quetta and Karachi, wherever they are located around the world. Watch and reshare the ones that I talked about as far as Fort Jesus. When I mentioned Fort Jesus, this is your heritage, this is your cultural heritage and history, and the conquest. The biggest milestone is the conquest. You all basically managed to conquer over the Portuguese who built this fort and chase them away. So this is something that is worthy of your coming to pay respects and visit and reconnecting with your fellow relatives, inshallah. As I believe Baluchis are like a very small community, a close-knit community where everyone knows the other. which is why I have always been in communication with the former chairman of Baluchi community, Mr. Shabib Sohrab, and through him, in fact, I took the first initiative to go to him and extend a humble apology on my behalf and behalf of my clan. That's Mr. Shabib Sohrab. And the apology extended was to cover the 145 years of non-recognition, non-appreciation, no gratitude conveyed towards the Baluchi community and the soldier, engineer Ahmad Mahmud Khan, who helped facilitate securing the building permits from because he was the personal advisor of the Sultan of Oman in Zanzibar, which led to the building of our first Khoja Shia Ishnashri Jamaat Mosque in Kiponda area of Zanzibar. And from there, which is the mosque built in 1881. So from 1881 all the way to this year, they have not been recognized. The Baluchi community has not been appreciated. It has not been shown the gratitude, honor and respect that it deserves. Just like here, I'll even show you the photo that shows that it's mentioned clearly, Omani Arabs came and conquered. But it's not the Arabs all you conquered. They actually hired you people and your soldiers, because you have soldier blood, right? And that's how you managed to or rather bring the victory for them. So I believe in giving credit where it's due, and this time the credit is due, just as it was due for the seed of goodness in Zanzibar to the Baluchi community. See, also this this poetry Captain Ruqiya will understand very well, and it is the one that led to something amazing as well. I believe or rather, mashallah, the blessed birth of Saif, the third prince, was as a result of trying to act upon this particular poetry. She will explain to you. I'll leave the pleasant duty and honors upon her to explain to you what I mean, but she understands and I know what she's thinking about. So that poetry had a profound impact and an attempt which proved unsuccessful. But as they say, one needs to have failed after trying than to live with the regret of not having tried. So to this regard, I send out my high respects and salutations to Captain Ruqiya for having done her part and tried her level best 2 years ago, and now that Saif is about 1 year old, almost approaching a year. That is how life is, and the progress has moved forward, and let's see how things go forward with the grace and mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His beloved Prophet. Alhamdulillah, I must say, and I must commend and compliment her strong faith that has remained unwavering across the years and managed to retain a virtual relationship from transgressing any boundaries of Islamic Sharia principles. So high respects to her, and very commendable respects and honors and salutations to her father and mother for having brought her up with such good manners and upbringing, tarbiyah as they call it. So this is where we are today. I think I've spoken about almost everything. Yeah, in fact, let me just conclude with a few words here and there. Yeah, so basically, as far as the case files that are still active, and for the families who have had their loved ones abducted, in the masses, you all need to attain closure. You need to attain closure, especially for those whose parents or close loved ones who are abducted over 10-15 years ago. I came across such cases as well when I was reviewing all the timelines. it's high time you look at a saying which says past cannot be changed, but there is always hope and room for a brighter and a better future. So to arrive at the closure, I know it's the most difficult thing to do, and I've also been doing it at my end to arrive at closures as well. But the main thing here is you need to embrace the activity of tree planting. Tree planting, I personally did it. I've done many trees. In fact, I'd shared a lot of my work on my second TikTok account, Instagram. In fact, I planted my first tree way back in 2019, embracing the globe narrative changing initiative known as April Cool Day. So I did that way back in 2019. And when you plant the tree, actually, that's the best time. That's the best time you get to make a prayer, and the best opportunity, because you are now participating with Allah. You're helping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in launching, or rather sowing that seed that will lead to a good tree, which will yield fruits, flowers, whatever, which will benefit human beings, birds, animals, the works, right? So at that point in time, I've discovered, experimenting with tree planting as myself, that if you are to plant a tree, and the time you're planting, or you've dug the hole and you're now putting in the seed or the sapling, if you make a sincere and solemn prayer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, expressing your sincere and legitimate wish and prayer, right, there is 100% chance, I would say, because I've experienced it myself, of that prayer getting accepted, because Allah cannot refuse. You're actually doing something for Allah. You're putting that seed into Mother Nature, which is His creation, right? And as a result of that, you are basically helping Allah to spread sustenance and rizq across to His other creation, right? So how can He deny you your prayer? So for all those who have had their loved ones abducted, right, and they are seeking for justice, what happens is you need to go back and plant a tree in honor of the beloved that has been brutally snatched away from you people. You don't know his or her whereabouts. Plant the tree, just plant the tree and make that prayer, and you'll see it will happen. I've got so much stories about this as well as coronavirus time, how I managed to eradicate corona from this same Mombasa town, my birth town of Mombasa, how I managed to eradicate coronavirus, because that is also through tree planting I managed. So I'm talking of tried and tested successful remedy which I'm recommending. I'm not just talking here, I've done it myself. I've planted hundreds of mangroves. I've planted my kungu tree. I planted coconut trees all the way till Tanzania. I mean, if you're one of my followers who's watching this video, you'll understand what I'm talking. I don't like to repeat everything, but this time I'm making it into a YouTube, because I'm no longer on all the other platforms, right? I've been banned out of TikTok, out of Instagram, out of LinkedIn was the first one from where my networking journey began. So I'm just putting this and compiling it into a YouTube, so that it can be referenced and it can be understood by anyone who goes through it, and will discover what I'm talking about, and maybe they can relate to my networking journey. Wherever they join me, on whichever platform, they will be able to reconnect. Like here, this is what I was telling you people. Here, you see, Fort Jesus, 1698, Fort Jesus, captured by Omani Arabs after 2-year, 9-month siege. You see, nowhere is Baluchis mentioned. I have this. You can search, you can stop, take a screenshot, and then see where it's not mentioned. Same here in Arabic, you can see. You can, those who speak Arabic, Captain Ruqiya, this can be useful for you as well. And then look at it, rubber stamp of Sultanate of Oman, where heritage lives on. But where is the mention of Baluchis here? This is a great injustice right in front of my eyes. I'm showing you, not from any other talks apart from my talks. I showed you here clearly in Swahili as well. You can't see it. You're not mentioned. This is sad, you know. But as I said, such injustices, Allah does not waste people's efforts. Allah does not, what do you call it? You know, they say, فَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِسْكَالَ ذَرَّةٍ خَيْرًا يَرَى وَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِسْكَالَ ذَرَّةٍ شَرًّا يَرَى. So, for any atom of goodness done, Allah will definitely reward it. And for every atom of evil sowed, will attract its own share of justice. So, the best thing to do is pray to Allah, fine, but I believe personally that mere prayers do not work. It's always a combination of prayers and tangible reformative action. Just like my biological mother used to teach me when I was a child, dua and dawa. So dawa means the action. So you can fall sick at home, but if you don't take the medicine or don't visit the doctor and get the prescribed medicine, but just sit and recite all sorts of duas, you don't be able to gather the recovery. Thank you so much for your valued following. How are you, sir?
Fine.
Nice
just
to meet you. Yeah, I'm just finishing up here.
Yeah.
I was just doing a talk for the Baluchi community.
Tell them.
Yeah,
we have an exhibition, but it's not yet up.
Okay. Oh, when is the exhibition?
No, I think before the end of this month, before December.
But there is renovations to be done, right?
Yeah, but no, the Baluchi one is.
No, it's all in bad shape, man.
No, because of the renovations. That's why right now it's in bad shape. But
it will be restored.
Restored.
Okay, fine.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I went to see, but you see, there is so much of
No. That is because of the restoration.
Oh, because of the restoration process going on in the other side.
Yeah, you can
because I did follow through. Because you know, I've been getting followers from Baluchi community in Balochistan, from Pakistan, India, I mean Pakistan, Afghanistan and Iran. Those are the three places where they are. Now when I started sharing with them this, I said, let me come back and do a retreat. Because I came here 2 years ago.
Okay.
2 years ago, this place was proper, you know, it was smart, polished.
No, right now we're coming up with a better.
Oh, better, you're doing something better here.
But the Baluchi is still
Yeah, I see it's there. At least it's it's intact.
There are some things that
You just move the stuff. No problem. In fact, I was inviting them to come and see and clean it up, do something more if they feel like adding.
In fact, all this stuff, go.
All this will go.
Yeah. What will remain is.
Their stuff is all intact. What I was showing them is the idea of cleaning the cobwebs, you know.
No, those are because of the restoration. We shall clean everything.
You know, our Prophet taught us that if you clear cobwebs, it removes poverty.
Yes.
We've been taught that, you know. Yes. So I was doing it myself. But I'll share the secret with you.
With me.
So if you get chance,
I'll make sure I take the chance.
Check it.
You see all this. The cobwebs inside?
Inside. You see now.
I will do that. We shall do that.
You see now. This is
now when the time
that's for you.
Open up here. We shall open up and do it.
So there are cobwebs inside.
I've seen.
Okay, inshallah. But this is nice. You know, I see. You know, they're still wearing these dresses and stuff.
Even now.
Now I'm on X, Twitter. And I'm following some of the videos. They're actually dressing up in similar attires.
And this is
even them, the soldier. These are the guys who conquered. This is what I was telling the other gentleman. I said today Kenya would have been a Portuguese colony.
By the way, but we say if it wasn't for them.
If it wasn't for them.
These are the guys who are fearful.
Your good name, sir?
I'm AbdulMajeed.
AbdulMajeed.
I work here for Jesus as the education officer.
He's the education officer, AbdulMajeed.
Yeah.
So
all this stuff is based on the community, and he works with the community,
Okay.
the local Baluchi community.
Yeah, I'm in touch with the former chairman, Mr. Shabib Soram.
Yeah, Shabib.
Yeah, so
And the
he's
current
also a
chairman-
teacher.
Yeah.
He's a Malim as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's the right person to
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
So you are always based here.
Yeah, I'm
looking
based
after
here.
this.
In fact, about the exhibition, because I'm education officer.
Yeah, tell more about the
I'm
exhibition.
very based. In fact, when the schools come, when the clients come, I need them to understand the link between the research that has been done and the public to be able to understand what the exhibition is all about, or the museum is all about.
Yeah.
Like now, the coming of the Baluchi, how they came, why they came, and then how they conquered this place. You know, they conquered for Jesus on behalf of the Sultan.
Sultan
who
of
was
Oman.
based in Zanzibar.
Yeah.
And after that, then they were settled in a place called Makadara.
Makadara area
It's
of today.
because of Qadar Allah. Whenever they were asked, they would say Makadar Allah. That's why we are here.
Oh, that's why it's called
that's why
Makadara.
yeah.
Makadara.
Because it is Allah's destiny. That's how things have been destined.
Destined, yeah. So they were destined to come
Yeah,
here.
to come to Makadar. So
Mashallah.
Makadar Allah. And that is why we have Makadar.
Okay. That's something new I learned today.
Yeah, so you know, even Baluchi Mosque is in Makadara.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't know the
I know. And some
philosophy.
things, because of your research, we get a lot of information about the whole.
You see, mashallah, that's very interesting to hear from you. Thank you so
today
much.
We have the Omani ambassador from Oman.
Oh, today,
To Kenya.
Omani, ambassador to Kenya. That's
lady,
it.
that's the
The lady.
Yeah. the-
I want to talk to her and say hello to her, if possible. Ah. That's the ambassador.
This is our curator.
Okay, assalamu alaikum. How about you? Salam. Assalamu alaikum. How are you, madam? You know, I was doing. I'm not a Baluchi, but no, not yet. Not yet. No, I maybe through the power of love. No. Anyway, I was just giving feedback to the Baluchi community in Balochistan.
So you're Pakistani or Indian?
I'm originally Indian, but what we have as Indians, Muslims, we have a great ihsan of the Baluchis have done a very big favor upon us
Okay.
for 145 years, but nobody has recognized it.
Yeah, because Pakistan and India was one country.
Yeah.
Are you from Baluchistan?
No, I'm from Oman.
You're from Oman?
Yeah.
No, I'll tell you the history. I'll just give you 2 minutes if you give me.
It's okay.
Yeah, you know this in Zanzibar, right? That's where your sultanate was, right?
Yeah.
Now, over there, I'm talking on behalf of the community known as Khoja Shia Ishnashris. Okay? Now, our community was once upon a time, we were 3 communities joined in under one community, which was known as the Khojas, which is the Ismailis.
Ismaili.
Ismailiyas.
Okay.
Now Ismailiyas and us and another group called the Khoja Sunni Ishnashris and Khoja Sunni Ismailis. All 3 of us were practicing religion in one center, which was known as the Aga Khan Jamaat Khana in Zanzibar. Okay, now what happened is in the time of Aga Khan I, that was the time where everyone was united. Then, and this person was a firm believer in unity, so there was no difference between Sunni, Shia, anything, no difference, okay?
Yeah.
Now, when he passed away, his son Aga Khan too came into leadership. Now, what happened is his son developed a medical back problem. As a result of the back problem, he decided he had to pray sitting down on a chair. So what happened there is the accursed Satan came and took advantage of the situation. The Satan comes and whispers in his ear. He tells him, "You are the leader of all these people and you are sitting on the chair. It's disrespect to, why don't you exercise your powers as the leader? Make everyone sit on chairs and pray." Yes. So now, and that's how the first major split took place. The community got broken into 3 parts. There's one group which said, yeah, we believe in this as our spiritual leader. He's given us the command. Yeah. We are going to sit down and pray. Then the Sunnis refused. They said, no, we are going to pray how the Prophet prayed. This back problem is your personal problem.
Yeah.
So don't bring it in. So they became the ones who rejected, and the Ishnashris, the Khojashi Ishnashris, rejected also. So now there became a rift between the three. But
So Aga Khan is a separate and
Aga Khan is the Ismailis.
Okay.
Now, when he finished the second, Aga Khan II, when he passed away, he could not actually split them.
Yeah.
But when his son came, now his son, Aga Khan III, is actually the father of the current Aga Khan.
Yeah.
Now, this father of his, this is the one who said, my late father gave you people instructions. Get out of here. We don't want to see you. Those who are willing to listen to him and pray while sitting down on the chair are allowed to stay in this place. The rest who don't want, go and create your own mosques and don't use this mosque. And he banned them from using the graveyard also. So as a result, the Sunnis and the Ishnashris were thrown out. We were orphans now. We had no mosque, nothing.
Okay.
That's where the Baluchi community, a soldier by the name of Engineer Mahmoud or Ahmad Khan, it's there in the book. He was an advisor to the Sultan of Oman. He went and explained the situation to the Sultan and saying that there are communities here which don't have any place to pray and they've been thrown out. So why don't you help them out? And then that's how the Sultan gave approvals and building permits, and then new mosques began. So first mosque in Zanzibar, 1881, was built thanks to the work of Sultan of the Baluchi community, which is why I'm so close. And I'll give you the example. You have to give.
One of Zanzibar, do you want the approve and let you?
Yeah. So now, so let there be a chance.
Because the Sultan, everywhere Sultan,
Yeah.
he believes all.
All unity, yeah.
All unity.
Yeah, mashallah.
Sunni he can play,
Yeah.
they can pray Sunni,
On their
Shia,
own.
Imam,
Yeah, all.
together.
That's why.
Till now in Oman,
Mashallah.
all the people.
Your Excellency, there's a
practice-
question that I always ask.
Yeah.
Why that we're not Ibadis?
Because people of Oman, they didn't,
We have been ruled by
we are
Oman
traders.
for 200 years.
Yeah, we were traders.
Traders.
People become a Muslim, okay, because they see the treat of Omani people. Yeah. The greatest Muslim who become a Muslim, not forcing by tell you become a Muslim.
Just
Yeah.
decide.
You have to decide in your heart. Then what you want to decide to become Ibadi, Sunni, it is up to you.
Yeah.
But the Omani people, the trader, never force one to become Ibadi. Only if you want to practice
You
Ibadi.
can imagine if we were ruled by a Shia,
Yeah.
we could all be Shia.
No, no, but
That's why the Omani.
But-
Wahhabi.
Yeah.
Could be Wahhabi, all of us.
No. That's why the Omani until now
Yeah.
they are peace, friendship, and tolerance.
very true, very true. But that is what is needed now. Our enemy is a common enemy now.
Yeah, common enemy.
Now we don't have a
Thank you,
internal.
sir.
It's time to unite.
That's a Baluchi old man.
Yeah, this is a Baluchi old man, and that's my friend Shabib Sorab. So I'm signing off. This was a pleasant coincidence or a stellar coincidence that has taken place, whereby the person from Oman was also there, the ambassador. So she managed to give us more light about the Republic of India. Let me just go and show them the small correction that I need. Madam AbdulMajeed, I think we should inform her about putting the one or two more sentences there in that board.
Which one?
You know, in this board here, nowhere
when you're
is
coming in.
yeah, it's not mentioned one line that the Omanis hired the Baluchis to fight. You know, that mention is not there. That's why it's
Yes,
confusing in
But
history.
you're going to have it here. Okay,
No,
but-
you have
but
it
also
here when it enters here
Yeah.
in this
Come,
place.
come.
I'll show you. Wait, I'll just show you that point.
I think it's
Because
important.
it's good since she was here.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, we'll tell her because all the restorations, all the things we do, like if there is any facelift.
Yeah, because here you see when
somebody comes in.
yeah, when somebody comes in here, you see
Yeah, around 1698.
1698 captured by Omani Arabs after 2 years and 9 months siege. You can imagine how difficult this battle was.
I get it.
Now you need to slot in something here, mentioning about their qualities, because they are very strong warriors and soldiers. You know, they managed. It's a big siege. 2 years, 9 months siege. Is
And
a
even
very
before that, you see 1696, Omani naval ship. and
Ship,
all
yeah.
that. So I think there. Just
from
somewhere.
here, because from here, 1661
61.
and also 1696
I think
twice.
we'll slot it somewhere.
You need to slot in
Fine.
and honor and recognize the Baluchis.
I agree with you.
You agree with me,
Yes,
nah?
yes.
Thank you
We
so
shall
much.
do that, sir.
Hassan, now give me your WhatsApp so I'll
Yes,
put
so
this
that-
on YouTube and I'll
Yes,
send you
and
the
then
clip.
That's beautiful.
So.
Beautiful.
Okay, so
Thank you
and
very much.
anyone wants to reach out to you, you can tell them your number as well.
Yes.
They can
So
contact
my number is
+254
722
722
253
253
458.
458. Fantastic, Baneen
Thank you,
AbdulMajeed.
sir.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
You're welcome,
I'll
sir.
send it to
And
you.
I like passionate people like
yeah, it's driven by love. Okay.